Welcome to the Financial Doctor Show. Welcome to the Financial Doctor Show.
Okay. Kita dah start ke ni?
Are we live now? Oh.
I think so. Alright. Assalamualaikum dan selamat petang.
Welcome to the Financial Doctor Show.
I have to off this first.
Kita dah start ke ni?
Are we live now? Oh.
Yes, we are live now. Okay. Hold on.
Assalamualaikum dan selamat petang.
Wait, I need to off my phone so that. Okay. Assalamualaikum dan selamat petang. Selamat datang ke The Financial Doctor Show. I'm Nick, your financial doctor. I think this is a comeback. It has been a while since my last show, my last Financial Doctor Show. So tonight is very, very important sebab malam ni I make a comeback. This show adalah every 2 weeks. Tapi sebelum tu, I nak take a few seconds untuk I share this this live on my own Facebook. Okay, so sekejap nak share. Mungkin Syaira also can do the same. Alright.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I have.
Yes.
Have I? Yeah, I think yes.
Share now. Share. Alright. Okay. So, apa khabar semua? Apa khabar my audience? I'm so happy to be back today. I'm so happy to be back on the Financial Doctor Show with all of you. So tonight, kita ada my colleague Puan Nur Syahirah binti Muhammad Ghazali. Okay. So Puan Syahirah, you want to say hi to them?
Oh, hi. Oh, lupa pula kita. Oh, hi. Okay. That's the first time.
Okay, Puan Syahirah actually adalah seorang licensed financial planner attached with Wealth Vantage Advisors yang berhad. So untuk para penonton di luar sana nak tahu lebih lanjut tentang Puan Syahirah, I'm going to ask her 5 soalan, 5 quick fire questions so that we can know a little bit about Puan Syahirah. Okay, so Puan Syahirah, boleh tak share apakah yang Puan Syahirah passionate about your own work sebagai licensed financial planner?
I think it would be that I like to see other people improve in their finances. At the same time, making sure that dorang tak get into financial mistakes. Because I was once in that mistakes too. So it would be good if other people don't have to experience those kind of things. Yeah.
Continue. There's a very, very noble punya intention sebab you dah langgar dinding jadi you tak nak orang lain langgar dinding. Alright?
Yeah, betul.
Okay, so second question, Puan Syahirah, apakah you punya passion luar daripada kerja?
I think it's kids kot. Kids. About parenting and about children. Yelah, maksudnya kids and children sama lah kan. So,
apa yang membuatkan you berminat pasal kids ni?
I don't know, I think for me early childhood education is important.
Yeah, I remember last time you talked to me about early childhood education. What is it so interesting about early childhood education?
Because I think it will contribute to, okay, of course every single moment tu contribute kan, tapi for me early childhood punya experience is like a foundation. So yeah, and then the experience will build on it lah. So the foundation, I think because it's foundation, so it has to be strong lah. Macam tu lah. That's my point of view.
We normally plan for tertiary education. I think jarang ibu bapa plan untuk early childhood education. But I think it is quite pricey also nowadays kalau tengok all those kindy yang give a very good early childhood education. But it's something which we can think of and talk about it later. So next question, Puan Syairah. What is one fun fact that people do not know about you? Can you share?
I'm nervous now. Is that fun fact? No.
Okay, chill. All right.
What's my fun fact? Okay. I think I was born the day after. Do you know? Tapi nanti kantoi lah. I mean,
Okay.
sorry, one of the singer. I mean, the singer yang Evanescence punya singer,
Oh,
Emily.
Alright.
So I was born the day after her birthday. So tapi tak tahu lah korang tahu ke tak.
Oh, one day after. I've heard of Evanescence, tapi
Yeah.
I dah lupa lagu dia. But well, it's a nice
Okay,
song.
tapi tu dulu lah, zaman dulu.
Sama dia dulu. Can you share apa you punya favourite quote, Puan Syairah?
Favorite quote Okay, I would say that there's one memory that reminded me of what I read in The Pursuit of Happiness, the book. Not the movie, the book. So he says in there that walk that walk and go forward all the time. And also the walk didn't have to be long strides. Baby steps counted too. Go forward. So what I like is that he mentioned about baby steps. So it doesn't have to be long strides when you walk, and whatever, even small improvements matters lah.
But
so especially in terms of finances ni kan lagi lah matters.
Yeah, interesting. But the point yang dia cakap awal-awal adalah walk that walk.
Yes.
Right, betul tak? And then do not go straight. Go teruskan.
Yes, go forward all the time. Yeah.
Go forward all the time. Maksudnya there's no turning back. Apa-apa jadi pun you tetap terus jalan. Because well, that's life journey. Anyway, when we talk about financial planning, it's the same thing also. Okay. Dan satu lagi, apakah you punya number one financial tips?
Number one financial tips I think look at your finances holistically. Sometimes what I realize is that most people would just look at investments, so dia akan macam create blind spots tau, sebab you have that tunnel vision yang you nak grow your wealth saja. So you tak nampak yang sebenarnya ada financial aspects yang akan affect other things.
I see.
So I think maybe look at it as a whole.
I see. For me, untuk Nick pula, I think my number one financial tips has always to be 6 months emergency funding. Alright? Because ramai rakyat Malaysia ataupun statistic also shows that I think more than 90% of Malaysian can barely fork out 1,000 ringgit in an emergency. Alright, so it's very, very crucial untuk ada 6 bulan emergency funding. Alright, so Nick repeat balik awal tadi kenapa kita buat kita punya Nick Financial Doctor Show ni, basically is to create awareness about full financial planning. So bila nak kata create awareness full financial planning ni, okay, maybe you need to talk to a professional to understand you punya keadaan kewangan secara keseluruhan, to understand your own cash flow, your asset and liabilities. Apakah maksudnya bila you lihat you punya cash flow, asset dan liabilities, dan macam mana you identify ataupun you relatekan dengan you punya life priorities. Jadi untuk you lihat benda ni, of course you need to talk to someone professional, macam seorang licensed financial planner. So show malam ni kita bercakap tentang mothers. Do mothers also do moms also need money management, right? So that's why tonight I have with me Puan Syairah. She's also a mother of a little child nama Wafi. Kadang-kadang I panggil Puan Syairah ni baby Mami Wafi sebab dia adalah mak kepada Wafi, nama anak dia. Her son's name is Wafi. Alright, so yes, do moms need money management? Alright, jadi selalunya secara orang lihat macam bapa yang tanggung semua, tapi sebenarnya dalam in today's world, I guess moms and fathers they share their respective tanggungjawab. Betul tak? Because both of them work. Jadi tonight anak tengok apakah perspektif ibu-ibu, apakah perspektif mom in money management. So my first question pada Puan Syahira. Okay, maybe you can see on the screen also. How would you describe money management, Syahira?
Okay, I think money management means something that you manage your money. Nama pun money management kan. So you manage your money and make sure it goes to what you're planning lah. Macam because it's a planning lah itself. And plus it is not just when it comes to money management, it is actually not just money itself. So I like lah. There's one time I talked to my client, and when she wanted to show me dia punya numbers, the spreadsheet name tu dia tulis life in numbers.
Okay.
The name of the spreadsheet instead of
Life
selalu orang
in
tulis
numbers.
budget kan. So dia tulis life in numbers. And then bila kita cakap, so now then I realised that bila kita cakap pasal planning ataupun money management, it is actually life in numbers. At the same time, when we talk about that numbers, we want to realize the numbers into life. So it goes both ways lah. I mean, yelah, kita whatever yang kita beli semua tu guna duit kan, that's the numbers. And whatever we're planning is actually for our life. Apa benda yang goal kita nak.
I think this is sangat best lah, Syahira. Thank you, our administrator Kai at the back assisting. Life in numbers is very meaningful. You know why? Since baby lahir ataupun sebelum baby lahir, daripada you kahwin ataupun daripada sebelum you kahwin, it's all numbers. Okay, let's say you want to get married, it's numbers. Nanti bila dah kahwin, you dah get pregnant, you nak beranak, it's also numbers. Alright, bila dah beranak, dah lahirkan anak, it's also numbers. Alright, your daily expenses are also numbers. And when you talk about numbers, it's actually life.
Yeah.
Jadi, I think that's a very meaningful way or very catchy way to look at money management, life in numbers. Fantastic. Okay, jadi ada perbezaan ataupun ada similarities tak in moms managing money? I'm sure you have a number of your clients who are female, right? Apakah similarities ataupun apakah perbezaan dia amongst the moms or the mothers when it comes to managing money?
Okay, I think it depends juga kot with the couple punya dynamic. Dia macam tak ada one size fits all. Tapi I've seen sometimes couple yang really have like macam they discuss and then they segregate. These are the expenses yang you have to take care. So ada yang ni, but I've also seen moms yang take care of most of the expenses because in terms of proportion dalam salary, the wife earns more. So yelah, kira fair lah kan, because ni kan in terms of responsibility.
Whatever works for the couple, doesn't matter whether the husband earns more or the wife earns more. I think in today's world, we are more understanding. Couples are more open about it and discuss the matters, kan? Tapi, yes.
But then, I have also accounted where both ada this belief that husband kena tanggung semua. I mean, both ada that belief. And it turns out get the husband into big debt lah.
Okay.
But it's not because diorang tak boleh sustain the lifestyle. They can if the wife take the same, equal responsibility. So itu pun kena ni lah.
But in general, Syahira, antara females, okay, antara moms, do you find ada persamaan ataupun ada perbezaan yang sangat ketara when it comes to managing apa ni?
They like, okay, so usually moms like to save more and they worry more. So that's what
They like to save more and
they worried more.
they will read
Worried.
more.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Maksudnya dia lebih fikirkan lah macam anak tu nak pergi mana, ataupun kalau
see.
benda-benda yang macam risk pun sometimes dia orang fikir lebih lah.
I guess that's the nature for wanita untuk fikir lebih. Alright, whether they are the one who's going to take the responsibilities or not, but then they will the one who will push it lah to make sure to get it. Oh, okay, alright. Alright. Does it make a difference tak kalau macam tadi you earlier cakap, kalau household tu income from only husband ataupun income from only wife ataupun income from both, ataupun income yang masih cakap tadi tu, wife earns more or husband earns less, or ada tak perbezaan dia? Does it make a difference or not?
Make a difference in terms of apa?
In terms of managing the money lah.
Adalah beza, I mean, because it depends on macam couple tu okay macam mana kan, and sometimes they segregate. Ada juga yang just dump into macam like have family expenses, letak kat dalam satu account where yang tu semua family expenses je. So they don't know which item yang they responsible for. So maksudnya that's the account yang dua-dua boleh pakai untuk family. So ada juga yang macam tu. So dia depends lah, tapi kalau tak ada kalau macam tu lah.
I see. I guess sebab sekarang ni bila dah berkahwin, selalunya I tengok in my clients also, they will discuss, okay. But I ada juga satu yang memang macam you cakap tu, semua husband ditanggung. Tapi memang husband dia can afford to pay for all. Alright, so it's fair and square. I mean, the husband also wants to do that. Tapi tak ramai in that situation, okay. Mostly husband and wife will talk about their finances, and then I do meet moms yang lebih female, yang lebih bukanlah gangho, yang lebih dia yang lebih bukanlah berkuasa, bukanlah yang suami tu takut bini, tak, tapi dia lebih take action. Betul Syarah?
In terms of managing finances. Ada je.
Kan dia yang lebih apa dia?
Tadi start ke?
Tadi I think you start sekejap, tapi dah okay dah. Alright. So, alright. So we go to the next one. Okay, Syairah, you as a mother yourself, alright. So I have said earlier, Syairah mempunyai seorang anak lelaki. Wafi umur berapa tahun ni Syairah?
Tahun ni 5
years old. I think if Wafi is a very bubbly child, very brilliant boy, suka tanya soalan yang kadang-kadang you pun tak terjawab soalan tu. But he is a brilliant boy. Jadi as a mother, okay, can you share your experience managing family finances? I mean, do you see any differences with mothers being the one managing household finances? Tapi jawab tu first soalan lah, nanti pening kepala pula. Okay, share with us your own experience of managing your family finances.
Okay. I think one thing yang macam I realise lah when I look into my life, I also feel that macam contohnya kan, especially for working mothers, well I'm not saying that I'm not saying stay at home mothers tak include lah. I'm saying that this case usually with yang encountered by working mothers. Okay. So sometimes kita stress and we need to things like we need help with. Contohnya macam, so we need to bayar maid datang rumah tolong clean rumah. Okay. So those are the things yang need money, right? Or sometimes you tak larat nak masak. So you beli je lah kan. Ataupun you need time out, I mean your own me time.
Okay.
So
alright.
You So you actually macam ni lah. So I think in terms of mothers, dia this kind of dilemma kot. And I want to have this, tapi maybe if I have limited resources, then I cannot have it. Faham ke?
Okay.
Macam yeah. So to strike that balance within sometimes to have pleasure or maybe to have help, additional help, dengan whether you have to save more.
So
Those kind of
how
things.
do you, if you don't mind my asking, how do you strike that balance? It's very pertinent point that you mentioned tadi. Okay, spending for the family macam benda-benda kecil yang kadang husband tak nampak, maid nak suruh maid datang cuci rumah, and then perbelanjaan yang memang groceries punya ni, and also me time that reward yourself also because you also work hard. So how do you strike the balance?
Okay. Honestly, okay. Of course, it's a journey, so I'm still finding ways. But I tried few ways too, and in terms of dari segi okay, so most financial planners would say you have to stick to your budget, right? So okay, so this is my own. Okay, I'm not saying that it will work for everyone else, but for my own, I would just macam okay, so I have this amount of money in my so I've already put aside duit savings, and I have this expenses punya bank. So yang itu yang I can spend. So I don't look at the budget. Sebab yang tu memang I know the bank account that I'm going to use. So as long as it can sustain me for a month and at least another month to come, ni kan. So I'm okay with it. So it is kind of restricting me in terms of the amount dekat dalam tu lah.
I see.
So in terms of entertainment, I would just put aside every month and just use it whenever I want. So yang tu memang entertainment lah. Tapi kalau dari segi yang living expenses tu, dia kat dalam expenses punya bank lah.
I see. Okay, we have a question from the listener. Okay, from Mr. Kevin Neoh. Do you think mother generally is a better person to manage the household finances compared to father? Okay, ini bukan gender punya, bukan gender bias, but okay, this is a real question. What do you think, Shahira?
Okay, I've seen father that is also good at managing household finances, but I've also seen mothers that are also good in managing household finances. I think that there are no gender bias lah in terms of this. Yeah.
I think I agree with you, Cheryl. Like me and my wife personally, there are areas of finances which I will handle. There are areas of finances which my wife will handle. Okay, so basically, each and every one of us has our own strength, right? So we play to that strength. And this combination differs from couple to couple. Setuju tak?
Yeah.
I mean, different
So
lah.
agree.
So to answer Mr. Kevin punya soalan, in general, I tak boleh nak kata yes tau. Tak boleh nak jawab yes because it differs. If you look at those days pun mungkin the fathers yang banyak handle the household finances. But in today's world, ada juga yang memang yang mothers handle, tetapi I think in recent, most of my younger clients both play the role, husband and wife play the role. So itu dia. Okay. Alright. Thank you, Mr. Kevin, for asking questions.
Tak menjawab soalan. Tak menjawab soalan.
Yeah, but tapi soalan tu susah nak jawab. Dia tak boleh nak kata mother ke fathers. Because I also personally don't agree kalau orang cakap mother saja better or father saja. I personally don't agree to that. Because fathers and mothers nowadays are educated. Alright, so and then we are more open to financial planning. We are more open to ideas how to manage our finances. So we have our own mind how we can talk to each other, talk among the couple or talk among our friends as well. Okay, Alright, Shahira, As a financial planner, I'm sure you also have clients yang household finance managed by the wife. Okay, I think sebenarnya soalan ni lah yang Kevin Neoh tu tanya. Do you see any difference? Tapi tu lagi better. Tapi yang ni, do you see any differences tak with mothers being the one managing the household finances? Maksudnya kalau you compare, kalau yang husband yang manage, oh dia akan jadi macam ni. Kalau yang mothers yang manage, oh dia akan lebih macam-macam ni. Do you find any differences?
Let me think. Ada ke differences? No, I think it boils down to behaviors lah. I mean, this thing, nak cakap any differences tu, ni. But then I've seen sekarang ni more mothers wanted to take charge more. So like for example, if they see that the husband macam tak nak take charge of the future, they would macam tu, they would do to make sure the kids punya future and will be will be taken care of lah. So they will take charge. So I've seen that kind of cases.
I agree with you, Shaira. There are mothers who are more involved now in managing their household finances. All right. In general, I see also mothers who are more taking charge. Macam you cakap tadi tu, contohnya, I have a client yang dia handle the children punya education. Maksudnya, dia akan buat planning for the children education. But at the same time also, then she will make the husband also to allocate. Alright, sama ada allocate untuk children education ataupun okay, I have done this one, so I want you to allocate for this. So you're going to pay, let's say I take care of the children education, so now you're going to take care about the mortgages or about the bayar loan later or things like that. So I take care of that. So, but kalau kita nak compare mothers to mothers, I think in terms of thinking, in terms of the way they think about finances, ada perbezaan tak? Ataupun macam mana? Syaira?
Hello?
Yeah.
Are you losing me ke tadi?
Okay, now I can hear you.
Ada lagi ke?
Continue.
Alright.
Yeah, I can hear you, Shaira.
So
Continue.
I rasa in terms of risk, macam managing risk, they are more prepared. I rasa. Because I think because of the thing that we want to protect kot usually. So we think more about that. So usually it comes from mothers lah, macam yang akan risau pasal kalau meninggal macam mana, kalau so dia akan macam drive the husband untuk macam think.
Okay. Actually, that's an interesting point that you have raised. Mothers are more peculiar for protection. Okay.
Yes.
But the way I look at it, yes, I do not know whether mothers naturally think in that line or they are being influenced to think. If your husband dies first.
maybe juga influence.
But anyway,
but somehow it's good juga. I mean, at least they are thinking about it. Because usually what I can see in general, usually orang akan think about the positive side je. That's why we think about wealth accumulation a lot. But when it comes to planning, what we have to do is actually hope for the best and plan for the worst.
You see, when I say this, okay, I when you mentioned just now that mothers are actually lebih inclined pada protection, okay, it's good. Whilst it's good that they have the awareness to think of their protection, maksudnya dia perlu buat persiapan untuk sekiranya husband dia meninggal, apakah dia kena buat apakah persiapan yang dia perlu ada. Okay. Sekiranya protection daripada segi hospitalization, adakah apa yang dia ada atau sekiranya dia bekerja, apakah yang company dia ada ni cukup ataupun tidak untuk tanggung anak-anak dia dan juga suami dia, ataupun apakah yang suami dia ada tu cukup ataupun tidak. Cuma daripada segi protection ni, saya rasa mereka lebih aware, maybe because of the situasi keliling mereka yang memberikan pandangan, memberikan input. Okay, tapi macam mana kita nak bagi mothers especially lihat benda secara keseluruhan, because at the end of the day, if you just keep on beli polisi, tambah you punya polisi because of you worry, okay, hari tu I baru terbaca hibah bukan takaful, takaful bukan hibah. Okay, but the point yang nak cakap sini ialah maybe mothers are being targeted, you see, to for this kind of product, with the idea, okay, at least kalau husband you mati, so you want me to come and visit you dengan check berapa banyak, kan? I mean, with due respect,
Ada ke? I mean, orang cakap macam tu.
Ada.
Okay.
But the thing is, I nak macam mana you tengok benda secara holistic. You jangan tengok just kalau suami you mati. What if kalau you yang mati dulu? What if kalau lah, you know, sebenarnya benda ni macam mana kita nak educate mothers untuk lihat secara keseluruhan. It's not just about protection. I mean, first, before you want to talk about protection also, you must also understand your emergency funding. Setuju tak Puan Syairah? Kan? Sebab kalaulah you punya emergency funding tak cukup and something happen, macam situasi pandemik sekarang ni, kan, so macam mana you nak guna duit nak bayar you punya insurance or you punya takaful? Betul tak? So that's why benda ni kita tengok secara holistic. Kita tengok you punya emergency funding, tengok you punya protection, tengok you punya wealth accumulation. Wealth accumulation ni ialah simpanan untuk education anak, simpanan untuk haji, simpanan untuk you nak beli property, simpanan untuk you punya own retirement, kan? Jadi macam mana you tengok benda secara as a whole. Okay, so berbalik kepada soalan tadilah, nak cakap do you see any differences with mothers being the one managing household, and then you mentioned about mothers ni lebih inclined kepada protection. Cuma my point is I want mothers to look at things holistically. What do you think, Syairah?
Yeah, of course. I think you made a great point lah over there, because one thing is at the end of the day, whatever you want to achieve is that sustainable happiness. You want to make sure you are financially resilient. So whatever shocks that come your way, you can still get that happiness. At the same time, not just shocks, tapi you also make sure that you take care of your current self and your future self. So that is when bila take care of future self, then you have to think about wealth accumulation lah kan. Sebab how are you going to make sure yang your future self is, can still happy kalau ni kan. So those things made sense, especially in terms of planning, not just about so we have to also plan both scenario, best case and also worst case. Yeah, that worst case tu apa dia macam tu.
Yeah, I think that's very, very good input, very good feedback. Planning for the best case scenario and also worst case scenario. Actually, once you know these scenarios, you can prepare yourself better. Bukanlah kata you nak kena, you must have an emergency funding, tapi not necessarily that you cannot go for holidays. You can go for holidays too, right? At the same time, you know that if anything were to happen, that you don't have to worry for the next 6 months. So itulah maksud dia. Okay,
Yeah.
Syaira, maybe you have encountered also with single mothers, right?
Single mothers, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I guess situations are more challenging for them. All right.
Yeah.
Jadi, what are the things that single mothers can do to manage their money better?
Okay. I think this is also sama macam single income earner lah sebenarnya. Sebab whatever happens, then it will impact the whole family punya finances. Okay, but also at the same time yang kat dalam ni macam bila single mothers they need more support in terms of emotional support, and sometimes emotional support tu if they can get from family then good lah. Not just ni kan, tapi things like support yang macam to run things kan, macam if you are in yang memang betul-betul yang not single mother, at least you have another adult to help you out with daily punya ni kan. So maybe single mothers will have more expenses for them to have lah. So I think it will also so I have encountered lah one single mother, and I think she is trying her best in terms of making sure that first and foremost, she will, I mean, if anything happens to her in terms of death, the kids are are taken care of lah. So things that she put in place is protection and also trust. So trust ni to protect the kids lah, sebab kalau apa-apa, because she's the kira single income earner kan. So trust ni to make sure that kalau death happens, then the kids will get the financial support. Financial support sampai the kids independent. So those are the things that they put in place lah. So tapi in terms of managing finances tu memang I can see that it's difficult for them. Memang difficult because most of the expenses are on them. So that way they need to be the responsibility untuk macam to know the need and wants tu lagi susah for them. That's
I guess I also have single mother clients, all right, a number of them, but I think Alhamdulillah they are coping well with their situations. In fact, they are, I would say they are able to provide things for their kids, all right? Education, their day-to-day living. Yeah, of course, it will be better off if they would have a second one, so that a second income, but at least they can spare some time, some more things for themselves, all right? So I guess for single mothers ni, dia lebih kepada banyak kepada family. Dia kurang kepada diri dia sendiri. Mungkin nak spend untuk diri dia, think banyak kali lah kan. Sama ya, untuk education anak lagi, untuk perbelanjaan anak tu yang lebih diutamakan.
Betul.
I guess if kalau soalan ni tadi, how can single mothers manage money better? I mean it's easy for us to say that maybe they can get a second hustle to get more income, but I guess in this, once you dah identify you punya life priorities, maksudnya education funding, Hajj planning, retirement planning, you can also put one of the priorities is for yourself. Betul tak Syairah? Maksudnya you know that okay, you you can allocate, kalau you ada 5 life priorities, 5 tabung yang you perlu buat tu, so you work on for this 5 tabung. Betul tak? Jadi you don't miss out spending for yourself, because it is very important you as the one yang the hustle, the one who hustle for the family, then you must reward yourself. Of course, within that means lah. Betul tak? Kan? Jadi, to me, but whatever you feel like it, rewarding yourself. If you like spa, be it spa. If you like handbag, then you should just get that one handbag that that you really like. But then within the means, yang you dah kira dah. So at least that will give you the push further for you to go further and provide for the whole family. What do you think?
Yeah, that makes sense too. I mean, yeah, of course they need to take care of themselves juga lah. Yelah, because at the end of the day, the responsibility already macam a lot on them. So yeah, taking care of themselves is important. I mean, taking care of yourself is important lah. This one is not just single mothers, it's actually
Both.
semua mothers, any mothers.
Single parent.
So single parents as well, So memang taking care of yourself is important lah.
So Syara, okay, I think maybe this is the final question. What are the actions that you want all mothers, or in this case fathers included, to take, to manage their money better?
Okay, I think for me, it's good if you can discuss with your spouse about your plan. I mean, I think it all starts with your point of view on how you want to bring the family as well. So then talk about your your point of view lah, that kind of things, and then discuss about how you want to manage to manage your money. At the same time, kalau you stuck, of course it's good if you have someone yang tak ada emotional attachment on the finances lah, so that dia akan jadi more neutral in terms of advising on what to do with your finances. Kalau of course kalau you stuck lah on your planning, then
So your last word would be communicate with your spouse, talk to them. You must talk in between the two of you about how you look at finances, how you want to manage your finances, right? I think that's a very, very good input, Syaira, sebab I rasa bukan setakat finances sahaja, sama juga when we talk about household ni, sebenarnya finances is one part of it. Tapi contohnya macam kerja rumah pun sama juga. Kalau you campur sekali, betul tak? Because
alamak. Okay.
Kenapa? Tak.
I macam stuck tadi, so I thought
Kenapa I cakap pasal kerja rumah ni? Sebab I like to cook. So I take the time to cook at home. Okay, does not mean that my wife don't cook. Okay, doesn't mean that I ni takut bini I kena masak. But the thing is, because I like to cook and I take charge of that. Okay? But people don't see that my wife actually is the one who take charge of the kain-kain, of the laundry.
Betul. Yes.
So her area which I don't touch unless she asks me to go and angkat kain di jemuran. Then I go lah angkat kain di jemuran. But then those are the things which I don't do. I don't take the kain from the toilet to the laundry room. I don't do that. I cook. Jadi, but the point yang saya cakap ialah from your last word yang you cakap pasal discuss among husband and wife in terms of finances, sama juga dalam tu adalah discussion about household, kan? Household tu termasuklah kerja rumah. Kalaulah sebab kalau suami can provide maid, then you can have the maid the whole day. Tapi macam kita orang, we have weekend maids. Weekend maids pun bukannya Yelah, dalam 2 jam ke 4 jam dia buat tu bukanlah segala benda semua dia boleh buat. Kita pun nak kena bantu jugalah kan. Okay, so I guess those are the discussion that you have, and then I think I would like to add, bila kita dah ada discussion tu, sebab orang luar, kadang-kadang bukan orang luar, within the family members yang tengok pada kita, kenapa you macam tu, kenapa you husband, kenapa you nak kena buat basuh pinggan, kenapa kenapa wife you nak kena buat semua, kena bayar semua. Jadi benda macam ni adalah, to me, I always ingatkan kepada couples, okay, you boleh masuk dia kanan, keluar dia kiri, yang apa orang luar cakap. At the end of the day, it's you and your wife you, and kalau wife is you and your husband. Betul tak? Whatever works for both of you, okay, finances, household, then you go ahead with it. Kan?
Yes.
I think the only person that you want to talk to professionally is because you wanted to make sure that your expenses or your savings or your investment will work towards achieving your life priorities, is for you to talk to a licensed financial planner. Other than that, yang bagi input yang macam-macam, bukan yang buatkan you pening kepala, kenapa husband you macam ni, kenapa wife you macam ni, kenapa you macam tu, I feel those are like drama je lah kan. Drama macam, okay, you just dengar kiri keluar tengah kanan. Kan? Bukanlah kita nak cerita pasal tu malam ni, tapi the last word adalah, what you do is, pesanan daripada Puan Syairah tadi is talk. Okay, communicate. Okay, and look at it secara holistic. Okay, so okay, kita ada soalan lagi ke daripada para pendengar, audience out there? If you have any questions, please you can write to our YouTube, in our YouTube channel tadi. Mr. Kevin is from our YouTube channel, Wealth Vantage Advisory YouTube channel, ataupun ada soalan daripada WVA punya page. I do not know kalau ada orang tanya soalan tak in my okay. So, do you have any other questions on your Facebook, Syairah?
I don't think so. Tak ada.
Okay, so basically, Nick repeat balik, the whole idea of having this Nick Financial Doctor Show is to create awareness among rakyat Malaysia, beri kesedaran tentang full financial planning. Okay, jadi bila kita cakap pasal full financial planning ni, pertama sekali you mesti faham keadaan kewangan you, your cash flow, asset and liabilities. Alright, so bila you faham keadaan kewangan you, especially cash flow, you tahu setiap bulan ada duit lebih ataupun ada duit kurang, ada surplus ataupun deficit. Alright, so kalau ada deficit, apa yang you nak buat? Mungkinkah dalam you punya cash flow tu banyak financial mistakes? Alright, jadi financial mistakes ni yang you boleh perbetulkan, yang you boleh perbaiki. Apakah itu financial mistakes? Mungkin kita akan discuss, mungkin kita akan cakap in our next show. Tapi the whole idea nak cakap ialah daripada cash flow, asset and liabilities itu, you boleh perbaiki keadaan kewangan you, dan benda ni bila kita akan relatekan dengan you punya life priorities. Life priorities contoh emergency funding, you punya retirement funding, education funding anak you, ataupun you punya planning nak pergi haji, you punya planning nak beli property, ataupun you punya planning duit untuk you punya tabung untuk diri sendiri, untuk apa? Macam yang Syariah cakap tadi tu, so that you are able to spend for yourself as well. Jadi bila you tengok secara holistik you punya kewangan secara holistik, you boleh tengok ada gap ataupun tidak untuk capai life priorities you tu. Jadi kalau ada gap, apakah tindakan yang you perlu buat? Jadi tindakan tu tidak semestinya you kena selepuk nak buat all the at one go, selesai semua, tak, but you can take step by step. Jadi benda ni akan buatkan you in control dan you boleh take action. So inilah the whole idea kenapa kita buat Nick Financial Doctor Show, and I'll be inviting guests macam Puan Syairah to share, to give their inputs. Alright, macam tonight kita cerita pasal mothers. Jadi I don't know if there's any more questions. Yeah, you want to say something?
Because tak ada soalan kan, so I ask you lah Nick. What are your life priorities? What is important to you?
What is important to me? Okay. To share with all the listeners out there, I am 47 years old. Alright, and to be frank with you, I ni bukanlah lahir-lahir mempunyai kesedaran kewangan, terus tak ada kesedaran kewangan. No. Okay, so I only got this kesedaran kewangan like 3-4 years ago. Alright, jadi life priorities, Nick ada seorang anak macam Syairah juga, but my daughter dah besar. My daughter is 13 years old this year. So that means she's going to go to college soon. Okay. Jadi
And
my life
gonna get
priority,
married.
betul. So what the point which I'm trying to get at ialah my life priority sekarang ni dia akan bersimbung ataupun dia akan overlapping. Maksudnya my retirement ni umur 47, that means katakanlah ambil umur 55 sebagai satu tarikh umur persaraan, that means in another 8 years I'll be retiring, alright, and in another 5 years my daughter will be going to college.
Yep.
Kan? So maksudnya pada I umur 52, umur 53, my daughter will be going to college, and then I akan bersara. Dan I juga plan nak pergi haji.
Nick,
Kan?
you have to go haji before 50 lah.
Yalah, betul.
Kan?
So that is your input. I have to go haji before, I plan also to go before 50. So maksudnya kalau you tanya I my life priority, so ada 3 perkara ni. Betul tak? Tapi dalam pada masa yang sama, adakah bila I nak buat 3 perkara ni, I tak boleh nak pergi holiday? Kan?
Boleh.
So that is the thing yang kita kena tengok secara as a whole. Okay, apakah step yang kita boleh ambil? Alright. So bila kita tanya pasal life priority juga, at the same time juga adalah kita kena plan, kita kena ada emergency funding. Macam ni cakap tadi, I ni bukannya lahir-lahir terus ada awareness pasal financial planning. Alright, jadi I'm also building my emergency funding. Also tentang protection. Okay, so those are the things which I do not have that awareness those days. Alright, so the awareness just came like 3-4 years ago. Jadi benda ni kita kena buat, slowly take action of the things that we can do. Alright, so those are the things yang, that's a very good question because I would like to also share with the audience. Okay, if you want to experience talking to a licensed financial planner, okay, I will share this link, okay, on the screen and also on the comment. You can register here. You can register at this link so that you have an experience talk to a licensed financial planner. Jangan risau, jangan pening kepala, no strings attached. Okay, maksudnya bukannya cakap dengan licensed financial planner tu you terus nak kena engage ke bayar apa-apa. Don't worry about that. First, experience, talk to a licensed financial planner. Yeah, Shaira, you want to say something?
My client said that her friends are actually takut nak jumpa financial planner because takut kena charge.
Sebab financial planner ni hantu, takut nanti. Itulah dia. So that's the whole idea of this show. Kita nak bagi awareness kepada rakyat Malaysia. Alright. Do you know that I think statistics shows that there are about 6,000 licensed financial planner, tapi hanya 1,000 orang saja yang betul-betul praktis. Okay. Dalam 1,000 orang yang praktis ni pun hanya ada berapa percentage of them yang represent you. Dia bukan represent the brand yang dia bawa tau, dia represent you as a customer. Maksudnya the solutioning yang dia bagi tu adalah very unbiased. Jadi but jangan fikir dulu pasal solutioning tu juga. I want all of you klik link yang I dah bagi tu, okay, fill up, put information kat situ so that you experience sendiri, talk to a licensed financial planner. Sebab kita punya kehidupan berbeza, kita punya life priorities berbeza, kita punya needs adalah berbeza, kan? Jadi talk to them so that you boleh lihat macam mana keadaan kewangan you sekarang, you punya cash flow, asset and liabilities, dan macam mana you nak relate kan you punya keadaan kewangan dengan all your life priorities. Jadi you boleh capai semua. Dan life priorities termasuk yang macam kata you nak spend duit untuk diri sendiri juga pun boleh, everything. Jadi you boleh nampak secara keseluruhan. Okay, so those link apa tu. Jadi ada apa-apa soalan lagi Syaira ataupun ada input that you would like to give?
Tak ada, saja je nak cakap dengan you.
Ada tak listener kat luar sana, audience kat luar sana yang punya soalan yang nak tanya ataupun nak bagi input ke lagi? Okay, so kalau tak ada, we have 5 more minutes before our show. So far tak ada. Okay, tak ada soalan. So we have 5 more minutes. Jadi, Syaira, you tanya I tadi pasal I punya life priorities at the moment. I know that you are a younger family than me. Okay, I know you and your spouse and apa tu. So, if you don't mind, share with us your life priorities and share your age. Because me and my wife, we are in the late 40s. My wife is 46, I'm 47. So we have a 13-year-old daughter. So macam saya cakap ni, my life priorities is going to overlap lebih kurang. Bukan lebih kurang.
Yeah.
A number of my life priorities will be overlapping. Right, so,
Okay.
you, macam mana pula?
Okay. I umur early 30.
Okay. Alright. No, because
Okay.
that listeners boleh dengar, audience boleh dengar so that they can assimilate to your situation.
Okay, so my life priorities I think what I want is that macam you lah, I want to travel. I mean for me, in terms of my point of view about life, I don't want to have that macam possession sangat. But what I value is experience. So I would love kalau macam nak travel, but I don't have to think about money macam tu lah. Or at the same time retirement, I don't have to think about I want to retire. At the same time I want to do what I like. Maksudnya without thinking of money lah. And also yelah macam you cakap lah, Wafi punya education. And yeah, I want my my family finances to be financially resilient. Sebab okay, macam benda tu macam experience, actually is coming from my past experience. Yang sebenarnya yang actually made me into this industry.
Okay. I knew what you're gonna go to. I've heard about that story, but I want you to hold on to that story. Kita akan buat nanti satu show yang lain that will talk about it. Okay, because it's a very, very good learning lesson that I believe many people out there will be benefiting from apa yang Syairah nak share her life experience. It's a very, very very hard life experience yang sangat-sangat memberi makna kepada Syairah dan juga family. Okay, but I will not let her share tonight because masa menyemburui kita. Alright, it's just that I wanted to say thank you so much Syairah for joining me tonight in the Financial Doctor Show. Thank you for sharing your feedbacks, your inputs and whatnot. So to all listeners out there, remember my next show will be 2 weeks away on the 19th of March. It will be at the same time. I might be inviting more guests, okay? So stay tuned for who will be my next guest. All right. So if you have any input, feedback about my show, or please give comments and tell us how we can actually improve, or what are the topics that you would like to listen to, what are the topics that you would like us to talk about, you can share with us. Okay. So I guess that's it for tonight. Thank you so much, Syairah. Selamat berhujung minggu.
Thank you for having me.
Wonderful weekend. My pleasure. And thank you to our administrator, Cik Khairia, whom without her, I won't be able to handle this whole show. And to all my listeners out there, selamat berhujung minggu. Take care and stay safe, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Financial Doctor Show.